I don't care if you have to crawl across the finish line, just as long as you cross. Those words were spoken to me by my first marathon coach and my 8th grade teacher, Miss Rodriguez. And yeah, she was tough at times, but as a coach who was prepping 8th graders for a marathon, you had to be sometimes. And with her words, they stuck by me by my side like gum in shoes. And today I brought 3 items that represent my past, my present, and my future. For my past, I brought my first ever marathon medal. It represents the fun times I had with my teammates. I do keep in contact with some of them, but as time goes on, you lose contact with people, of course. And it represents the first time she actually ever quoted that word, and it told me. It was during the second to last qualifying race for the marathon. There was a cutoff time for this 18-mile run, and if you didn't make it at a certain point, 7 months of training down the drain. And for me, I was making a good pace. Nice pace to be even said. But like most runners, you hit a wall. And for me, that wall was at mile 14. I just couldn't keep going. Every step was excruciating. My feet felt like gelatin. My shoulders felt like I was carrying sandbags. I was just in tears. I remember calling my mother and just saying, I can't keep going on. Luckily, my coach overheard me. She said, like a motivational speaker right there, she said, you're gonna hate yourself if you gave up. And I don't care if you have to crawl, just as long as you finish. And I don't know whether it's a mix of adrenaline or motivation, but I proceeded. With every step was excruciating. But I just remember crossing that finish line with tears in my eyes and 2 minutes to spare. And luckily I qualified. But I don't remember much after that day. I think I just slept in for like the next 2 days. But for my present, I brought my laptop. With me, it's been by my side ever since I started picking these classes up again. It's been by my side when I first signed up, and I got kicked out of my last university and had to take a 6-hour bus ride back. And did I give up? I could have, and I did for a bit, but luckily I had my laptop on my side, and I was able to contact the last counselors and advisors from my old school, and luckily found a way for me to come back to preceding semester. And luckily I'm taking classes right now at West LA that could help me stay on track. And for my third, I brought a bong. It represents my love for the cannabis industry and my dream to one day own a dispensary. And it all started when I first found out about the racist history that weed had, with it being diminished against minorities, and how most of them are owned by white males, but most people who are incriminated are minorities. And so I just want to get my piece of the pie. And luckily I got my first step in the cannabis industry through my father. He was a manager at a local dispensary, and he got me a job at the packaging spot. And from there I got in contact with the owners, and I got to have decent conversations with them, and they would give me advice from time to time, being first gen Mexican American as well. They told me the hardships it would be to open one and the necessities it would be. And they also gave me great advice for majors and which jobs could lead into owning the cannabis and owning my own dispensary. And to conclude, all of these represent what I believe what Mr. Rodriguez has taught me to. As long as you don't give up, if you just have to crawl across the finish line, just finish, and you'll be happy that you did. You won't regret anything that you didn't do, just as long as you left everything out there. Thank you.
Ahora sí ya.